Before the world wakes up, you have a choice. A choice to stay in bed and snooze on your goals, or rise with fire in your chest and chase down greatness like your life depends on it. Because it does. You see, the battle isn't won in the spotlight. It's won in the silent hours when no one is watching. The champions you admire, they aren't waiting for the perfect moment. They create it. They don't wait for motivation. They summon it. They hear the alarm at 4 a.m., feel the weight of fatigue clawing at them, and still swing their feet out of bed because purpose outruns comfort every damn time. You want that body, that mindset, that life? Then understand this. It's not about talent. It's not about luck. It's not about what's fair. It's about discipline. Relentless, day in, day out discipline. And it begins before the sun even rises. Look around. 95% of people are sleepwalking through life, stuck in patterns, praying for change while repeating the same damn routines. You weren't born to be average. You weren't built for mediocrity. There's something inside you screaming to be unleashed. A voice that's tired of excuses, tired of playing small, tired of saying someday. Someday is dead. Today is everything. Get up. Get focused. Move with intention. This is your season to rise. This is your time to burn brighter than you ever have. Because the world doesn't owe you anything. But you owe yourself everything, and it starts now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Let's get something straight. Feelings are liars. They'll whisper, "You're too tired." They'll beg, "Take it easy." They'll scream, "You deserve a break." And if you listen, you'll stay exactly where you are, stuck, stagnant, small. But if you rise above your feelings, if you let discipline lead the way, there's nothing that can stop you. The average person wakes up and lets emotion dictate their life. They only work hard when they feel motivated. They only go all in when the weather's right, the mood is perfect, and all the stars align. But the greats, they show up regardless. They work when they're tired. They grind when they're uninspired. They move with purpose even when everything in their body tells them to slow down. Because they know this truth. Discipline is freedom. It's the power to take control, to break cycles, to build momentum, to become someone unstoppable, not just once in a while, but every single day. So ask yourself, who do you want to be? The person who gives up when it gets hard, or the one who rises when it gets hard? Because the gap between average and elite, it's not talent, it's not genetics, it's consistency. It's waking up when it hurts, training when your legs are sore, reading when your mind is distracted, working on your dream when the world says, relax. That's how you win. That's how you build something unshakable. That's how you dominate life instead of being a prisoner to it. You were not put on this planet to be comfortable. You were born to conquer, to lead, to be a weapon forged in the fire of discipline. So the next time your feelings start whispering, "Take it easy," you look them dead in the face and say, "Not today. I've got work to do." Let's talk about the silent killer of dreams, comfort. Comfort doesn't show up like a storm. It sneaks in like a whisper. It offers you the couch instead of the gym, the snooze button instead of the sunrise, a distraction instead of discipline. And most people, they take the bait. They trade long-term greatness for short-term ease. They sell their future for a moment of relief. But not you. Not if you want to be great. Because greatness doesn't grow in comfort. It grows in the stretch, in the pain, in the resistance. Ask any warrior, any champion, any legend. They'll all tell you the same thing. The magic is in the discomfort. That early morning when your muscles are stiff and your body's screaming, but you get up anyway? That's growth. That's progress. That's you becoming dangerous. See, comfort is a drug. And the more you take it, the weaker you get. But discomfort, that's your training ground. That's where your spirit sharpens. That's where your strength is born. No champion was built in a soft environment. No empire was built from a place of ease. The grind is messy. The road is rocky. The climb is steep. But the top, that view, it's earned. So every time you choose the hard way, you're putting bricks in the foundation of your legacy. Every time you say no to comfort, you say yes to greatness. You say yes to purpose. You say yes to becoming the kind of person who cannot be broken. So the next time you feel the pull of comfort, remember this. Comfort never gave anyone a legacy. Comfort never built warriors. Comfort never made kings. But discomfort? That's where the monsters are made. That's where you are made. Get uncomfortable, stay hungry, and never forget, the most dangerous version of you is the one that refuses to play it safe. Let's break this down to the raw truth. Discipline is your freedom. People think discipline is restriction. They think it's chains. They think it's some punishment. But they couldn't be more wrong. Discipline is what sets you free. Free from regret. Free from weakness. Free from being just another version of what could have been. You see, motivation gets you started, but it's discipline that keeps you moving when motivation is long gone, when your body's sore, when your eyes are heavy, when no one is watching. That's when champions are made. Discipline is showing up every day whether you feel like it or not. It's choosing the grind when the world is choosing comfort. It's keeping your promises to yourself. Because if you can't trust yourself, who else will? Discipline is your anchor in the storm. It's your edge in the chaos. It's what separates those who try from those who conquer. Think of every great name you admire. Their success? It didn't come from hype. It came from habits. It came from repetition. From doing what needed to be done when no one clapped, when no one cared. They woke up and went to war every day. Not because it was easy, not because it was fun, but because their mission demanded it. Discipline is the highest form of self-respect. It's saying, I am not owned by feelings. I am not ruled by moods. I do what needs to be done because I said I would. You want to be powerful? Be disciplined. You want to win in life? Be consistent when others are chaotic. You want a legacy? Start building it today with the small, quiet actions no one sees. Because those quiet days of discipline, they will one day roar louder than any applause. This is it. The moment you decide who you are, who you're going to be, because life isn't waiting. Time isn't pausing for you to catch up. It's now or never. And every second you hesitate is a second lost forever. You don't get to rewind. You don't get to replay. But you do get to start. You do get to rise. You do get to become. Let's talk about your legacy. Not the money. Not the stuff. I'm talking about how people remember you. I'm talking about what your life meant when all the noise fades. Will they say you played it safe? That you stayed in your lane? Or will they say you lived full throttle? Heart open, spirit fierce, no excuses. The story of your life is written one decision at a time, and it starts with this one. Will you settle, or will you rise? You've got dreams burning in your chest. You've got strength in your bones. You've got purpose written in your DNA. Stop waiting for a sign. You are the sign. Get up. Go hard. And when it gets heavy, when life tries to break you, smile. Because you're built for the storm. This world will try to mold you, but your job, your duty, is to break the mold, to stand out, to show them what relentless looks like. You're not just here to survive. You're here to dominate, to inspire, to lead, to build something eternal. So take that first step, and then another, and another, until the world knows your name, not because you shouted, but because you showed up again and again, and you never backed down. This is your time. This is your chapter, and the pen is in your hands. Wake up, lock in, win today. The legacy begins now.